Hello, world. Mama Voice is back today with a new video. And today, my topic is positive thinking. All right, let's get into it. It is so important to be positive in everyday life because life itself can be very hard. So you have to think positively. All right, so let's get into it. So it's like, what is positive thinking? Let's find out. What is positive thinking? I wanted to do this topic because it is so much going on in the world today. And I was thinking to myself, I wanted to encourage not only myself, but others, because with everything that's going on, when we watch the news or look around, we can easily get, caught up with what's going on around us. So we have to make sure that we practice positive thinking in order to overcome those things that we are faced with on a daily basis. So positive thinking, or an optimistic attitude, is the practice of focusing on the good in any given situation. It can have a big impact on your physical and mental health. That doesn't mean you ignore reality or make light of problems. It's just simply practice focusing on the good in any given situation. Okay. So, what is an example of positive thinking? Being happy when you have little. In everything that you have, you just be grateful for. Okay. So, that is like the best way to put it. Being grateful regardless of what is happening, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what you have or what you don't have. Be grateful for what it is that you do have. Looking at the glass half full instead of looking at it half empty. Okay? So it's very important to definitely focus on that. Being happy, being grateful. That is what's most important. And I'm just trying to get back to my thoughts. How to think positive thoughts. You're like, okay, Mama Voice, you're saying to think positive, but how? How can I think positive? Well, focus on the good things. Challenging situations and obstacles are a part of life. So focus on the good things every day. Just don't focus on the negative. When things happen, bad things happen, you're going to react. Everyone reacts to bad things happening because bad things happen to everyone every day. I'm not saying to ignore the bad things, but put it in perspective. Don't dwell on it. Deal with it. Don't sweep anything under the rug. Deal with the real. Acknowledge that the bad thing did happen. Acknowledge it or what have you. But at the same time, don't dwell on it. Don't stay there. Okay. Practice gratitude is number 2. Practice gratitude. Be grateful. Just like I said in the beginning, be grateful for everything because you could not have the things that you have. Okay. 1, having a place to live. Everyone doesn't have a place to live these days. Excuse me. The economy is in a tough place. So the fact that you have a place to live, be grateful. Be grateful for the food before you, that you have food to eat, that you have clothes on your back. Be grateful for everything that you do have. Be grateful if you have friends, family members. Be grateful for everything. Number 3, keep a journal, a gratitude journal. That's basically an option. basically write down different things every day that you're grateful for. So that way you can go back and remind yourself when you start feeling low or you feeling depressed or whatever, then you can go back and read your journal. Open yourself up to humor. I like to definitely do that. I take time. That's one of the things that I do. I use social media for. I'm not on all the platforms because some things are overwhelming, but I do use, one is Instagram, and I use that and utilize that tool for humor. I'm on specific pages. Like I like panda bears. I like to look at the panda bears, and I love dogs and puppies. And lately, that's what's in my feed. Different things that I see the animals doing that are just so funny or what have you. And I like to find little videos that make me laugh, and I share them with my friends. Okay. Spend time with positive people. That's so important, to be around positive people that's like-minded, that think like you or what have you, especially if you're on the kick of being positive, which I am. I'm on that kick of being positive. So I want to find or spend time with people that's in that same mindset or what have you, that basically knows that, if we just keep our heads up, encourage one another or what have you, things are going to get better or whatever. So it's so important to be around positive people, spending time with positive people, not people that's always complaining about something. Always, oh, woe is me. Things aren't going right and they always complaining about what's happening in their life. No, you got to get from around those type of people because they tend to bring you down. After having a conversation, I don't know if you ever been in a conversation or had a conversation with somebody, and after talking to them, now you depressed. It's like, golly, I called to have, make light and have fun and have a conversation and make jokes or whatever. But, sometimes people be so down, that they tend to bring you down, and you have to watch that. You have to cut those conversations short and be like, oh, well, sorry, I got something to take care of, whatever, and immediately get out of that, because you don't want to have that same depression come down on you or what have you. So, and it's not about being mean or hateful or anything like that. Main thing is pray for that person. Definitely, once you do get off the phone, say a prayer for that person or what have you. But at the end of the day, it's so important to keep your peace. It's so important for you to be, upbeat, and especially if you have children, it's so important for you to continuously be positive around them so they don't pick up that kind of attitude, about, life. All right. Practice positive self-talk. Get in the mirror. Tell yourself. I saw a video of one of my favorite actresses, and she said that she in the mirror every morning. I can't repeat what she said, but she basically says something positive to herself every morning. Like you're a beautiful, you're a beautiful bee, but I would say you're a beautiful woman, Dad, you're a beautiful woman. Every morning, get up and just look in the mirror, not just be vain, but just to encourage yourself. Whatever it is that you can say to yourself to make yourself feel good, say that. Okay? You're an amazing person. Oh, you're going to have a wonderful day today. I don't know, just speak life to yourself or what have you. Encourage yourself in the morning when you're brushing your teeth, washing your face, getting yourself ready for the day or whatever, primping, doing your hair, putting on your makeup, or, fixing your eyebrows, fixing your mustache men, or whatever the case may be, shaving. Oh, I'm one handsome, person. I'm one handsome dude, or whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you need to say to yourself to encourage yourself and get yourself ready to face your day in a positive way. I tend to play This Is the Day by Fred Hammond every morning because it's not only if it's an upbeat song, but it's basically declaring that this is the day that the Lord hath made. And it's just such a positive message that I like play that song to start my day, just to get me going, because I'm not really a morning person. So it takes me time. It's like I gotta rev the engine. Don't call me early in the morning, because you might not get the same mama that you would get at noon. By noon, I'm up, I'm positive, I'm awake, I'm smiling, I done made myself laugh, I done got myself going. But when I first get up in the morning, I'm just not a morning person, unfortunately, and so I play my music in the morning to get myself going. I listen to my scriptures to get myself going. I have a app on my phone that plays a motivational speech, and it has motivational speeches on it, and it has scriptures to go along with it, or what have you, to help me get me started, my day started or whatever, and get my mind right to be able to even function for work. It's important, because especially if you deal with people every day, you have to have your game face on, and we don't always wake up every morning with that game face. So it's good to basically have a routine, and my routine is to play my this is the day. I have quite other couple of songs that I may choose to play, but this is the day is the first one I play every time. And now whatever comes to me, play next or what have you, to get me going and get me into the right mindset. And then I will then start my motivational, let the app play the message for that day or what have you. It's a devotion or something, but it's on a positive note. So it can keep me into that mindset, preparing myself. And then I start my day, of course, my work day. Identify your areas of negativity is number 7. So identify your areas of negativity. And so when you identify the areas of negatives when you identify your areas of negativity, then you know how to change those areas, work on changing those areas, find ways to be more positive. Okay. And I already said, number 8, start every day on a positive note. And that's my goal every day. Sometimes I may wake up if I've had a bad dream, and that tends to happen. When that happens, okay, immediately, number 1, I go into prayer, number 1. But number 2, of course, I do what I say I do, listen to my music, turn on some positive music, and begin to declare things, speaking things that be not as though they are. That's, exactly what I do, because it's so important to, get yourself in a mental state where you can function, and with, like I said, everything that's going on in this daily life itself can have its way of bringing us down, but we have to focus and fight to be positive. All right. So another thing I wanted to do was also talk about some ways to definitely be positive. I'm going to, loving yourself is a topic of itself, and I am going to do a video on that, because that is so important. Count your blessings, being grateful. That goes back to being grateful. Find your purpose. If we don't have something that we're focused on, something that we're working towards or whatever, that can cause, depression or, a place of complacency or whatever. And you don't want that. So, it's important that we find our purpose. What is it that we should be focusing on? What should we be working on to do better, to grow or whatever? When you have a sense of purpose, you feel better. You know that you're working towards something. you're not wasting away. You're not wasting time, and that's definitely something that would definitely help in being positive. All right. I wanted to go into my quotes. So let me go to find some quotes because I love my quotes. All right. So our attitude towards life determines life's attitude towards us. That is good. So your attitude towards life will determine life's attitude towards you. So if you have a negative attitude, guess what? Life is going to give you that. And you don't want to have that. You want to have a positive attitude towards life so that life can give you positivity back. All right. There is only one corner of the universe you can be certain of improving, and that's your own self. Wow. The people who succeed aren't the ones who avoid failure. They're the ones who learn how to respond to failure with optimism. I recently had a situation that happened to me that could have basically broke me all the way down. But I chose to, and I'm not perfect by a long shot. It's a fight. It's a struggle every day. I had to choose, okay, my thought process was, okay, what is it that I can do to turn this situation around? For one, think about it as it wasn't meant to be. It was not meant to be. Or delayed, but not denied. Delayed, but not denied. Just because it is not happening right now does not mean it's not going to ever happen. So I had to basically coach myself. That's why I'm doing this video, because I understand the purpose and the responsibility of sharing thinking positive with others, because if we don't think positively, negativity can overtake us, and we don't need that. You don't need that in your life. Okay. So I had to be positive about the whole situation, coach myself, basically tell myself, okay, because it didn't happen, it may not be my time. It may not be, it may have been better, the best thing for me that it didn't happen or what have you. And just because it's not happening right now, that doesn't mean it's not going to ever happen. It's just not my time yet. And that's what helped me to cope with, the disappointment I experienced. It takes the same energy to worry as it does to be positive. Use your energy to think positive, and positive things will happen. Yes. Yes, absolutely. While you sitting up being negative or what have you, you can use that same energy to be positive. Flip it. Flip it. Okay. Even if you stumble, you're still moving forward. Because guess what? When you stumble, hey, you fall what? You falling forward. So even if you stumble, you're still moving forward. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. How to win at life. Let people do what they need to do to make them happy. Mind your own business and do what you need to do to make you happy. Step 2 is remember to step 1. And let me repeat step 1 for those who missed it in the back. Let people do what they want to do or need to do to make them happy. Mind your own business and do what you need to do to make you happy. And I definitely agree with that. That is something that I have definitely started walking into. Minding my own business, focusing on me, and doing what I need to do to make me happy. Not worrying about what other people got going on. Because it's none of my business what other people got going on. Focusing on mama and young voice. That's my business. Mama voice and young voice is my business. So that's what I'm focusing on. A positive mindset brings positive things. Yes. I do not fix problems. I fix my thinking. Then problems fix themselves. That's a good quote. A positive life requires a positive mentality. So in order for you to have a positive life, you have to have a positive mentality, a positive outlook. You have to think positively. Train your mind to see the good in everything. Positivity is a choice. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. You want to be happy. Nobody wants to be sad. Nobody. I don't think there's anybody who want to be sad. I don't know. Some people probably, I don't know, basically get off on, pity parties or whatever. I don't, I want to be happy. So I have to train my mind to see the good in everything. Positivity, that is my choice. And the quality of my life, the happiness of my life, depends on the quality of my thoughts. Yes. We can, we will. Let's make it happen. Best team ever. Always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. That's a good one. Always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. And I'm going to definitely, I see one or two more. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having a positive result. And a positive attitude gives you power over your circumstances instead of your circumstances having power over you. Wow. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. A positive attitude gives you power over your circumstances instead of your circumstances having power over you. So that just goes back to what I was saying. When you have something bad happen, you have to immediately, definitely, assess the situation, definitely acknowledge that it happened or whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter if it was a relationship, breakup, something happened at work, whatever it is. Assess the situation, acknowledge it happened, but immediately find the good in it. Some kind of way, by whether it was a lesson learned to be learned, find the good in it so that you can move forward. Don't stay, don't dwell, don't have no pity party. Definitely don't use any substances or drinking, smoking, and all that good stuff to try to get over stuff. No. Change the way you think. Know that things work out for your good. Things happen for a reason or what have you. And I'm not going to say that some things just are horrible. Some things that happen, devastating, horrible. I can attest. When I lost my father, and like I said, I haven't talked about this. I haven't really brought it out yet. But when I lost my father, and I can honestly say I shut down for years. And it wasn't that I was functioning. I was going about life or what have you. But I was in a place of depression. And I had the only thing that kept me going. I had Young Voice. I had just had Young Voice. Young Voice he was just about to turn a year old. And so that is what really kept me going, was the fact that I had someone to live for. But it was hard. It was hard. I mean, when it came to functioning in life, I mean, I forgot to pay bills. It was bills I forgot. I forgot to pay my rent. You know, I forgot to pay my car note. I zoned out when it happened. You know, it was like my life was turned upside down. So I'm here to tell you, I know how it can be when things happen that hit you so hard that you don't even know how to function. You don't even know how to live, continue to live. But I knew I had to go on. I knew I had to keep it moving. It was just it was a hard thing to do. But day by day, I took it day by day. Day by day, kept moving and every day it kept getting a little easier. It kept getting a little better or what have you. And I got to a place where I was able to deal and cope. It was times when, you know, I would cry every day, all day. But I knew I had to, you know, get myself in a place where I can continue to go on, because I knew that's what he would have wanted me to do, was go on and live your life. You know, he had lived his, you know, and I had to accept the fact that he was no longer here. So I had to basically will myself to keep going. So I know I'm not saying that it's always easy to just always think positive and, oh my God, but you have to, it's a mindset. And that's why the quote said to train your mind to do it. Train your mind to see the good in everything. Positivity is a choice. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. So if you train your mind to think positively, things are going to change. Things are going to get better. It's not going to be like this always. You know, this too shall pass, or what have you. And that works and that happens. It goes with anything that's going on in your life. I don't care what it is. It works for everything that's going on in your life. You may not have a support system. You may not have friends. You may not have family members. You may not have, it's so many things that you can say that you may not have. But guess what? You have life. You have health. You have strength. You have every day is a gift. Every day is a present. Every day is an opportunity to do things better than you did yesterday. So with that being said, I hope this video helped you. I hope it was something that enlightened you. I hope you liked this video. I hope you share this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I hope that you will definitely do your best to train yourself to think positively. And like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in the next video.